My name is Elizabeth Kramer. I will be discussing cultural issues tied to AIDS education and services. I want to start by explaining a little bit about how AIDS spread in this country. In history around the late 70s, there was a boy who didn't really feel quite good and decided he was going to go to the doctor. So he then showed up to the doctor, and the doctor made some unique discoveries about the boy's symptoms and wasn't quite familiar with these. He ended up just giving the boy medicine and sent him on his way, hopefully to solve the issue. Another boy with these same issues had visited another doctor and described the same issues, but the doctor could not figure out what was wrong. The doctor decided to contact the CDC, the Federal Disease Control, and ask them if they had ever experienced any of these cases before with anyone else. They had not, so the CDC made sure to let them know to put down every single detail and symptom tied with these cases and individuals. The CDC then decided eventually to have a meeting with these doctors along with them. The CDC and these doctors sat down to discuss each symptom and individual, and the CDC had asked these doctors specifically if they had noticed any similarities within the individuals that seemed to have the same sickness or disease. All of these patients happened to be gay men, which was important to make note of. There were two also outstanding symptoms that had came about, which were PCP, which is pneumonia, and then another symptom that goes by KS. The doctors came to the conclusion to name this so-called disease GRID, which stands for gay-related immune disease. As time went on, many more cases about this same issue had came about, and the CDC decided to do more research on what had caused this disease and what had caused this virus in these people. Requesting from the federal government, the CDC wanted to do more research, as I had mentioned, and had requested for funds to do so. Doctors and the CDC worked closely together to research this disease and to find out what was the cause. Finally, there was a case where this had happened with a woman. I had missed most of that information that she had just described, but it had resulted in the federal government deciding to fund this research in relation to this disease. Eventually, this had came to the conclusion of the label of the disease AIDS, which she had specified. Really, many cases of AIDS throughout time have spread more and more. Many ways this can be transferred is through sex, through blood, and if a woman gives birth to a baby and if she has AIDS. Which this could be passed down through genes.